Taylor is at work and is actually doing her job, which good for her. But I didn't want to be too late, so I thought I'd just start. She's probably sitting on the other side of her camera going, "What the heck, Natalie? Why did you start?" But it just felt like the right thing to do. Oh, hey.
Hey.
What's up, girl?
Hey. Woo!
You just said that work was really slow, and then you got a phone call. And,
literally, and that's what we said. I was like, I haven't got a phone call, haven't had anybody come in, haven't had nothing happen. And then 2 minutes before we had to start, ring, 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 ring.
And here we are.
Here we are.
And here we are. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Oh my gosh, there's so many friends in the chat.
I know. Hi, everyone. Quick introductions. Who are you?
I am Taylor. You can call me Tay. And right now I'm working on the second edition of my first book I ever published, Venture Below. It is a YA fantasy series. And I'm on chapter 13.
Wow.
13, I think.
That sounds right.
I think. And I'm applying beta reader feedback and having a okay time. Basically this month I have been procrastinating this whole time. I should be on chapter 23 because I should have been doing a chapter a day, but it's fine. That's okay. Natalie has me on a strict schedule, and today I have to do 13, 14, and 15, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's not much to do. And
yeah, I'm in this section. I feel I really like it because this is when Leo, my main love interest, is in the mix. So I'm like giggling and kicking my feet the whole time. But I think I'm going to have fun with these chapters because they're like those chapters with like tension and like I love. So doing that. And that's, I hope to actually finish that in this stream. That would be great because then I can just have the rest of the day. Yeah.
I feel like you could.
I feel like I can too. So we'll see. What about you? Who are you? What are you doing?
What's up, fam? I'm Natalie. I am working on a young adult fantasy novel. I finished draft 3. Surprise, there will be a video coming out about that shortly. Because I ghosted you all for 2 months on the internet. I got focused, okay?
Time flies, you know.
Time flies when you're bleeding out.
Yeah. When you're bleeding out.
And so I'm prepping for draft 4, working on chapter by chapter outline, reading through some things, getting very, very close to the end though of that. And hopefully actually starting draft 4 maybe this week. I don't know. That would be great. Well, I
mean, it's Monday, so
accidental. Sorry,
it's Monday. I think that's possible.
I think it's possible.
I think we can get through it.
Yeah. I would like to address this. Leandra said, "Love your sweater. Feels very ice-vein from the north." Thank you. I call this my Christmas sweater, and I really only wear it like 2 weeks out of the year. And I was feeling it today. It's like, you know what?
I get Christmas. I get that. I get that vibe.
Right? Isn't it cute?
It is cute.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us, or good afternoon. It's probably afternoon if you are
good evening.
Other parts of the world.
Yes.
They're there every Monday, and we yap and we answer your questions and we just hang out. And then also sometimes, most of the time, we also write for like 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how we're feeling that day. We do 2 big old sprints. So if you have any questions for us, now's the time to ask them. Please. You can ask whatever you want.
I beg you.
If you have nothing to ask us, we will come up with things to talk about regardless, I promise. But questions are fun.
Because most of the time we forget we're live streaming and this feels like a FaceTime call.
That's fair.
And we literally had to put a timer on because we were yapping before this to remind us to go live because we were just yapping.
I have my timer and I put it on so that we would know. Can't get too lost in the sauce. I think that phrase does not mean what I think it means.
Lost in the sauce.
Doesn't that mean like you're drinking too much?
Ah, yes.
I don't know.
Question?
What's the weather like where you are?
Partly cloudy. It was raining like all night, which in the RV, it's like you can hear the pitter patter of the rain, and it's just so pleasant.
Mhm.
And back when we were in Washington on the coast, it rained all the time, so it was always like wonderful ambiance.
Mhm.
Trevor would disagree with me, but so it rained a little bit throughout the night, and then now it's just kind of like there's like puddles every once in a while. The birds are having a great time. There's
Oh, I
birds.
can imagine.
Um,
Free baths everywhere.
yeah, free baths. The worms are out, I'm sure. So yeah, they all look happy. I don't think I've seen that many birds out there in the grass in forever. But yeah, that's the weather. I talked way too long about the weather. What about you? How's the weather where you are?
I'm in the desert. It is a little chillier than I want it to be, but we're warming up this week, so we should be in the 60s and 70s,
Nice.
which is fantastic because I hate winter. Hate
It is.
winter.
It's
Hate
43
winter.
for us here.
That's
But I
terrible.
did see it's gonna start being sunny and like in the 50s here, which I'm so
Mm,
excited about. It's like a week of sun coming
yeah,
up, and I'm just like,
that sounds
please,
cold.
please. 50?
Yeah.
No, it's been
No.
in like the 30s, which
If
is not
it's
even that
below 65, I don't
You're
want to be
done.
there.
You're done.
I don't want to be there. Which is why I went to school in Phoenix and
Yeah.
then
I was
moved
gonna
to
say
Orlando, Florida.
I was like, that's why Florida, Arizona, and New Mexico are the only places you will inhabit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
bro. Okay, we have a few questions. First, I would
Love.
like to acknowledge something.
Okay.
Um, Scrolling up to the top here for our girl, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte. She tagged me in her most recent video. I think she also tagged you. Everybody, go subscribe to Charlotte. Go watch her most recent video. She refers to
Yeah.
us as her coworkers because she's
is
on these
like-
live streams every week.
I also was like, wait, that's so cute. And I love that so much. I love Charlotte. I've been following
was a
Charlotte,
good
and I
one.
think Charlotte's been following me for a while. And it's just been, it's so cool when like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're familiar with somebody, but like
Yeah.
we all don't actually know each other, but it feels like we all do. And like we're all
Mhm.
actually friends. Like that's how I feel when I see Charlotte. I'm like, oh my God, we're friends. And I'm like, wait,
Bestie?
we actually don't know
Yes.
each other. And I'm like,
Yes, literally.
that's the beauty of the internet. But
Anyway, okay, now let's speak about these questions. What are your main marketing techniques? Now, you
sorry.
have published books.
Yes.
I do not.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Right. So marketing. Love you. They say the internet is a good place for it.
Uh-huh. Has that been your experience?
If I try. If I try. Listen. Me personally, I focus, I think, more on actually writing it and like, you know what I'm saying? I struggle to actually like put it out there, especially when I have a hard time believing in what I've done. So it's like I don't really want to like market something because the evil voice in the back of my head is like, it's garbage. So like, why would you want somebody to spend their money on it? Which is not true. The little voice in my head says maybe. But anyway,
No,
so I struggle to market because it's like emotionally, I have a hard time putting myself out there like that. But I think also like making YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I think more so the people that buy my books do it to support me and like because they're interested in what the book is and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm the one to ask marketing questions to. And I don't think you really are either because you want to be traditionally published so you don't have to market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have,
Oh,
I don't even know if you know this about me. My minor, not my major in college, but my minor is in marketing with an emphasis in social media. I don't use it, but
I was like, so you should be talking about this.
No. I would say main marketing techniques, talk about it a lot everywhere you go and form a community that wants to support you.
Yeah.
Whether that's in real life or on the internet.
Yeah.
And make TikToks if you can stand them.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, next question. Hi, Tara. What does rewriting look for you after draft 1? We have the same answer.
What is it?
complete rewrites usually.
I was like from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
always
get the
thought
vibes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go.
I feel like it needs to be said on our corner of the internet. I think people put a lot of pressure and
emphasis
stock into the first draft. I wouldn't, usually everything changes.
I'd say too, especially if it's one of the first books you've written, also to not put which I get, that's really hard to do when if it is the first book that you want it to be perfect, you want to like really nail your idea and your concept. But like the truth that I have found in my experience is the first time I write it is usually not the way it's going to stay.
Right.
And so I actually learn more, I gain more experience, my writing gets stronger rewriting it from scratch. And I think what I was going to say is like, I fought that for so long. Like, I was like, I don't want to waste the words that I've just written and stuff, but it's like, in reality, they're not a waste. And each word, it hurts. Like, you have to grieve cutting. I think for Alone, which I'm going to have to rewrite again, and I don't want to talk about it. I've written, this will be the third time I've written this book. And I think I'm probably not going to keep anything. Maybe I will, but that's like 60,000 words each, if plus some. So, but it's like, yeah. For me, it is a complete from scratch, usually re-outlining and telling the story again.
Yeah. There's going to be pieces that are good, you know, whether that's like this character was really strong. I don't really want to change who they are, or like this scene had like a visceral response for me. But I think that so much of the first draft, even if you've planned it beforehand, because like I plot things, I plot them before I do the first draft, and I feel like it's just always going to be the vibes and the intention, and halfway through you'll go, I don't really think this is going the way that I wanted it to. And you either decide whether that you want to switch to the new way or you wanted the original way, and either way you will have to rewrite it, So,
and
writing is
sometimes
rewriting.
it is. And sometimes you'll pull a scene maybe, or like a dialogue excerpt from your first draft and like zhuzh it up in the next. And like there's always rules, like, or exceptions to the rules. So it's like we could be saying this and then your first draft be like from the heavens itself, and we're like, oh my gosh, like that's why writing is
God
so cool.
bless you.
Yes, bless you. Like how? And I would love that. But I think also if you're rereading your first draft, like look for your darlings, like be like, oh, that was a banger line, or like a description, and like it's all not for nothing, but for the most part, just be open to it, like don't hold it so close where you're like, I don't want to have to lose this, because you're probably cutting yourself off from potentially something that would be fantastic,
Yeah. Good question.
Good question, Kara.
Painful answer, but
painful. It hurts. It hurts.
Is the protagonist of your current project a cat person or a dog person? Mine's a rat person.
I was trying to think about what Leo's would be. I'm like, neither. A bird. A bird.
Bird people, no offense to the bird people out there. Bird people are a distinct kind, Yeah. And I don't know if Leo fits that.
No, he doesn't. But I was imagining like a pet he would actually have.
I feel like the falcon that lives in the tree next to his house, he'd be like, that's my pet. And people would be like, okay, call him over here and feed him. And he's like, no, we don't interact.
No, not like that. Not like that. Yeah. That's the relationship
that would be yours
with a pet. I think Adelaide is probably cat. I feel like she would have a cat because she doesn't want to have to like really take care of it, and like it could be independent and do its thing. But then also, I feel like Walter, Evelyn's cat, is who she would really like one that's like clingy and like wants to be like pet all the time. Like
my girl Ray would have a little colony of rats.
A colony.
I don't know if that's what you call a group of rats, but she'd have like 3 or 4, and she'd be like, "These are my rats," and you'd be like,
"Harry, Larry, and George."
Yeah,
and I love them.
Like, are they trained? And she'd be like, "Don't worry about it. I feed them. They come back every day. They're my pets."
Maybe they are, and you should be worried. I
Maybe
feel
I
like
trained them to murder people.
Riley would have like a Doberman or like a
Yeah.
German Shepherd. She'd have like a killer dog, literally a killer. Yeah.
Love that. Question. Can I write an interview story? Yeah. Write whatever you want.
Yeah.
There are no rules.
Heck yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Isn't an interview story Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid? Isn't that considered that, I think? Yeah. Look into that. I haven't read it, but I know I'm pretty sure that's told almost exclusively through interviews. So anyway.
Have you ever thought about doing a writing project just in notebooks, like handwriting an entire project? The thought gives me hives.
Yeah, it literally makes me not want to breathe. I think I like the romanticized idea of doing that. I think that sounds really cool. I don't know. I think I am capable of having the patience to do it. I just don't want to.
Yeah, I think my brain moves
I think I write too fast. Yeah, I feel that way when I journal, let alone like if I had to write a book. But I do, if I'm stuck in a scene, like before, like when I was really struggling, I would handwrite, or like I had a typewriter, which I don't anymore, but I would like just change up how I write, and that would usually help me get out of the spot I was in.
Yeah.
But then I realized that was just a Band-Aid for the actual problem of the plot and not me having a writer's block. But yeah, so I used to do that, and like I would actually write out scenes and stuff, and I guess it kind of worked, but I just don't think that's the medium I like writing.
Yeah.
And you know,
like I definitely did that as kid. Like that was how I did it. And then when I was, I don't know, 9, 8, and we got a home computer and I learned how to type, I was
literally
like,
same.
this is a life changer.
The exact same story. Exact same story.
Yeah. Because you can type so much faster than you can write, unless you write like really messy cursive. And I don't do that, you know? Yeah. But again, love the thought.
Love
fantasizing.
Maybe poetry, yeah, or something like that. But
I love that Felicity showed up and said, hi. Did someone say Daisy Jones? Oh, I like handwriting my zero draft. It gives me a good vibe, but my dialogue is always lacking. I literally, like, I don't even know if I have it anymore. I don't. But like, I will brainstorm sometimes on paper, but that's because that's mostly thinking, not writing. You know, I can't write prose. I don't know. I don't know. That sounds too hard for me. Sounds like big brain energy, and I don't have that. Couldn't be me.
You have a big brain.
Rachel wanted to know, how have you gotten to know your main characters? Okay, I'll start. I think it's mainly about asking questions. So, like, the very beginning being like, so I typically will think of like a plot before I think of characters. We talked about this last week. Apparently that's weird. But like, I think of like a situation and then what characters would be in that situation. And then you're asking the question of how would they respond to this situation? And then based on that, like, how do they respond to other types of situations? How do they respond to other types of people? What are their opinions and feelings? It's like asking questions, but I don't like do like a questionnaire necessarily. It's more like knowing things in relation to how they would fit in my book, I guess. And then if I'm really struggling with someone, I used to do this more than I do now, but in the beginning I would like do either like a Myers-Briggs test. Like I wouldn't take the test, but I would read through the stuff, or like an Enneagram, or even like a Zodiac. Like even if you don't believe in that kind of stuff, it's nice to get a complete profile of someone. Yeah. I used to do that. Now it's really just asking questions.
Yeah. I got to know my characters through writing them, which kind of I'm so sorry I cussed, which kind of really sucks. I was like, wait, we're not on FaceTime. Anyway, I don't want to demonetize your channel. But which kind of really sucks. But I just write a lot of them, and then sometimes I'll just daydream, man. Like, I don't know. I'll just like literally, I'll have to do this, which Natalie has seen me do plenty of times. And I'll just literally have to picture the scene that I'm writing them in and like really get into like what is happening in the story. Where are we at emotionally? What is going on? And like put myself through that headspace, I guess. But then I do that even before I get to know the characters. I'll try to just like, even I think about like my rom-com and like I'll have to put myself in Hayden's perspective and be like, okay, what is going on? Like, who are you? Like, kind of
This name reveal? I don't think you've said that before.
I keep forgetting we're not on FaceTime. Clearly. I'm gonna stop talking.
In case you all don't know, Taylor is writing a secret project that she has told none of the internet about. But now you know the male's name.
Maybe they missed the name reveal. Maybe they'll
it was Hayden. You can rewind it. It was Hayden.
Whoa, Natalie. Whoa.
You don't have to rewind. I'll just
At
tell you.
least they don't know her name. I don't know her name yet.
You could tell them.
Evelyn's in the chat. Wow.
Are you going to tell them? Tell them.
No.
Oh, man. I would tell you all if I could remember at this exact moment.
She has a main name and then a nickname. And everybody calls her by her nickname.
I know.
Do you?
So,
it's a guy name.
A guy name. Okay.
That everybody calls her. The shorthand is like what a guy would be called. Do we have another question?
Yeah, we do.
Do we have another question?
We have one more question before we write our books. Okay. She didn't say in relation to writing, but I'm going to do this in relation to writing. Do you have any particular habits? She did say in your writing.
I was like, I'm literally reading the words in your writing. I was like, but keep going. You go, girl.
Do you have any particular habits in your writing that you've noticed? Good, bad, neutral.
Particular habits.
How about I say yours and you say mine?
Of good, bad, neutral?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You go first.
Okay. Good habit. When you're in it, and you will write until we have all gone to sleep and you're still going. Like when you're in it, your flow state can last hours, and that's incredible.
That's valid.
Bad, if you're not in your flow state, you will avoid.
For months.
Like you're allergic to writing.
For months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neutral.
100%.
Neutral is when you are listening to music as you're writing and you're just bopping around, and sometimes you'll start singing.
But then also be writing at the same time.
Yeah. And you're like, how is she doing that? That's your neutral.
My brain goes, choo. It just splits.
I don't know how.
Okay. For you, I would say a great quality is how your brain thinks in dialogue. And the dialogue always feels natural, but also feels like it just was always there. And like you pulled it from some ether like place. And you're like, oh, that's exactly how this would actually happen. Like they're real physical people. And then I would say maybe a not so great, I won't say bad, is the ending.
Yeah, I don't write endings.
Is the second half of the book and the back half, but that's something you know. And I would say a neutral habit is that live streaming keeps both you and me consistent. And it is like we have no choice. And that's kind of neutral. Like it is what it is, you know?
Yeah. Why do we live stream every week? Because if nothing else, we know we have to write during this time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I want to know what everyone else's is.
Also, I love Margot. Hi, Margot. I'm giving you all my points for the writer games, just so you know, girl. Like I'm like, there you go. More for you. Go.
I know I said that was our last question, but there's actually one more question in the chat. What is the girl's name? I remembered it, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Should I say it?
It is Danielle. And everybody calls her Danny. But Dani. I, if you would.
That was a weird noise. Are you okay?
It's Danny. Eugene! Hi, Eugene.
This is my friend's wiener dog.
Eugene Fitzherbert. Hi,
Eugene Fitzherbert.
Eugene Fitzherbert. Hello.
I think he's fine.
But yeah.
Everyone is very excited that they
Well, I think Margot is specifically saying thank you for the points that I've been giving to her.
For the points.
Yeah, so my main character is Danny, and then we got Hayden, who is the love interest. And I love them. I love them. We can't even talk about it because then I'll want to write in that book and I can't be in that headspace.
Yeah, focus.
But I am technically in like a little romantic section of Venture Below. So I'm going to keep the energy, but
the tee
thinking of Hayden and Danny. I can't.
Keep the tee-heeing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. We are going to do...
Oh, perfect timing because somebody's coming in.
We're going to do our 30-minute sprint. Please clock in, everybody. And we will see you. Hold on. I forgot to do the thing. We will see you in 30 minutes. But first, I'm going to close this because it bothers me. Ready? It's happening. I clicked start. See you guys very soon. Also, I'm going to turn my camera off for a second because I have to go pee. I forgot that we made it quiet. I was like, wow, that was so quiet.
Yeah, it had me wondering if my volume was really down, and then you spoke, and I was like, nope, nope, it's loud.
You all, chat included, made me turn it down last time, which I respect. I respect that choice.
I think it was a good choice.
But also, I kind of miss being jolted back to reality. You know, can't relate.
Sorry, I'm still back over in my document. I was in the zone.
The zone is good.
Stream.
Hey Diane, welcome. Happy to have you. We did have some people join. Hi Cameron. So glad I went back to catch up so I could catch that name drop. Everybody rewind, rewatch the stream so you could hear Taylor accidentally name drop the main characters from her secret rom-com. So if you guys have questions, please drop them now in the chat. We're gonna yap for a little bit before we get to our next writing sprint. How did you do, Taylor?
I did actually fantastic. As you guys saw, I had to work. So I was doing that. I had to finish up some little things. And then by the time I was ready to dive in, you've given me my notes for the next 3 chapters. So I read through the notes, which is something I did last time, and I really like doing it that way. And I handled the easier changes that I need to make. And then stuff like expand upon this. I'm like, no.
Later use problem?
At least like not right away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm in the headspace where I'm like, let me expand. But before, so anyway, all that to say, I actually started with chapter 15 and the last comment you left and have been working my way backwards.
Interesting.
And it's actually really working. I don't know. But I think also like reading what you had said is like all the other notes are in the back of my head. So it's like I already fixed one because I thought of it. So like went up and fixed it. And then now I've like got myself there and I was like, oh, I already fixed that. Like, awesome. So now I did, because I think 15 had the most notes. So I was like, let me just try to get that done. I have like 3 pages left of 15 and I did like 4 pages.
Wow.
We're getting there. But yeah, so that was development. I don't know why or what, but I'm not going to question it.
Don't question it.
Just let it happen, you know?
When the flow arrives, you just say thank you.
I found a good pen. This pen writes really nice. So now it's mine.
And I love that for you.
It's from the bank, so it's fine. How did you do?
Free pens sometimes are the best pens.
They are the best. They are.
I have pens from when I used to work at Walt Disney World, which was at this point years ago, and I literally have 2 right here, and they're like good pens.
The best, yeah.
Anyway, I did good. So I started off by reading. I'm trying to read Taylor's book as she is going, so we can kind of stay on the same wavelength if she has like an in the moment question.
Yeah.
And so I did that. I needed to read through 2 more chapters before she got to them. So I did that first. Didn't take me very long. And then was back in my draft. I went back and reread my entire chapter by chapter outline for this new draft 4, added in some moments. I did a little bit of zhuzhing to like streamline the romance, which I think helped. Things that kind of like specific like dialogue moments, as I do, or things like that that would connect scenes better. So I did some of that. And then I started working on where we left off, which was chapter 39. And did I get past chapter 39? No, but I did work in there and I feel confident moving forward.
Okay, good. Awesome. Because that was our problem child. So that's good to hear.
Problem child, yeah. How did everybody else do? Christian Michael author. Christian? Yes, I can read. 200. I can read, I promise. 281 words. You know, like when words just like stop coming out of your mouth?
Yes.
You're like, what happened? Yes. Charlotte was just glad that the time to hear her this time. And I respect that. Oh, hey, my sister's here.
Oh, hey, Megan.
Popped in during little guy's nap time. That would be my nephew. Spent the first 15 minutes of the sprint debating with myself about potentially replotting the scenes leading up to the midpoint in the manuscript. Girl, I get you.
Felt.
That's how my session went.
Yeah.
I love it. I also love that OG Bloodline is saying hi to everyone as they show up. That's very
so
sweet.
precious. I love it.
Leandra said 122 words. I'm struggling in this section. I know it needs to happen, but I feel like it's a good choice, but the words are not a-flowing. Been stressed about work lately, blaming it on that. Yeah, you've heard me say it before, Leandra, because you're always here in the live streams, but I feel like if you're blocked, it's usually something else's problem. It's usually not the book, unless it's, some plot thing you still need to figure out, but other life stuff can get in the way. I've written half a page in my notebook, but finally got into the flow on my novel because I've been stuck on this chapter for a month and lost my writing flow. Congrats. Welcome back, Flo. Happy to have you. 300 words. Nice. A nice round number. Got some good admin and beta reading done. Pulled a tarot card. Did some final touches on character building and finally figured out how to start the story.
Nice. Let's go, Yanni.
Good job. Good job. 34 revised. Last line. I was thinking about my life, without you, and that would be an incredibly dark world. That's something I never want to think about again, so I need you to stay. Love. I do miss doing last lines. Problem is I'm just not writing them right now.
Yeah.
But yes, we are all kicking booty. Everyone's doing so good. Proud of you all on this Monday morning. Or afternoon. Or evening, depending on where
evening.
You are. Or middle of the night.
Or if this is the far future.
Could be Tuesday.
Could be.
You meant like if people were rewatching this.
Correct. Yeah. I thought you would get there, and you did. I'm proud. Questions?
Yeah, we have some.
Okay, good.
We have some. Have you ever challenged yourself to do a writing prompt that doesn't require one letter? So like some of those books where it's like, don't use the letter T or whatever. No. As I have stated, these are big brain thoughts. Me no half big brain.
I think that is one. I do like writing poetry, and that's where I feel like I could have fun with poetry, where it's like a very short, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I could avoid it in that type of space, but like a prompt.
Here's my question. So when you're writing the book first draft, do you just write it normal and then you go back?
Try to replace? That's a good idea, actually.
Or do you, like, that's the writing challenge, is you have to write your first draft without it. I think
the challenge is trying to write without using that letter.
I literally could not.
I don't know if I could write a paragraph that way. Like, I heard there's one book that doesn't have the letter E in it. And I'm like, what about the? Like, what? Or he or she?
What is the name of that book?
Or them? Like, how?
It's Ella Minnow P, right? Ella Minnow P is the name of that book.
Oh, I thought you were saying in the alphabet, and I was like, yes.
No,
it is
that's the joke. Yes, her name is Ella Minnow, like the fish, P. A novel in letters, but that doesn't use some letter. I don't know. I think no, I've never challenged myself to do that, and I never will.
Even as I read it, I feel like I would be hyper aware that there is no that letter. So I don't think I would engage with the story. I would just constantly be thinking about the fact there's no blank in it. And then as like a writer reading it that way of like, how do you do that? I don't know. I think it'd be interesting.
I don't like it.
I don't think I would ever personally do a prompt that way. No.
Ian says it's the far future for him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
Could be a Tuesday in 2030.
Could be.
But on the topic of that writing prompt, Kiki is stressed just thinking about it.
Yes.
Same. I feel like writing is hard enough without adding outside stressors. Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Cece, for that stressful question. Kiki, have you guys ever had art made of your book, or would you?
Let me pull up the photo.
What, are you going to tell them the story
What's the story?
of how you got this?
The one Lynn made for me?
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm gonna post. So Lynn was like, "Hey guys, I'm practicing my character art," and I was like, "I volunteer as tribute." And so she drew Adelaide for me. Let me turn up my brightness.
Yes, this is Lynn D. Jung,
Lynn Dijon,
traditionally
the
published
author.
author of
Maybe
Moth's
the
Blood.
brightness should be down. Is that better? Yeah.
So
So
cute.
there's Adelaide. Wow.
Love.
Love. I love it so much. I look at it often. But that is the only artwork I have so far. Many more to come. I would love to have more. I think especially like there's so many scenes I have. So like specific scenes I would want, you know? Oh my god, I just thought about one which I can't say because it's absolutely a spoiler, but oh,
Is it the dancing?
I was specifically thinking about a deer.
She
Hello.
was specifically thinking about a deer.
About the ending scene of
Uh-huh.
book 2.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Yes. That's what I envision. I don't want the romantic stuff. I want the tragic stuff. But like from the POV of the person that's like,
No. No.
and then you see looking out, I want it and I need it now. Whoever has read Venture Beyond, you know what I'm talking about. That's what I want. And yes, there is something wrong with me. Okay, you don't have to ask. We all already know.
It's the
Anyway,
hand movements for me.
that's a great idea, Leandra. That's a great idea. I actually have a little picture frame on my shelf. I could totally put it there. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I want that scene. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What
What about you?
was the question? Oh, character art. Yes, I would love that. I have never had any character art made for me. I have been on Instagram saving character artists as I find them and like them. I'm thinking, don't hold me to this, but my thought is when I'm like done with this book and I start querying it, like maybe I'll get myself some character art as a reward.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You were telling me I should do that as my reward when I finished
I know.
one of the drafts for Alone. I think maybe when Alone is like, we're ready to publish her, like she's waiting in the wings, that is when I will do it. I think I need to wait that far.
I was a digital artist before I started writing again, so I have a wall of art of my characters, commissions, art trades, gifts, and there's nothing better.
Ooh.
Do you want to commission art for Taylor? Anyway, anywho,
We're open.
Yes, I would love to do this. I just haven't gotten around to it because I would love to pay artists what they're worth, and I don't have that kind of throwing around money right now.
Yeah.
Hey, if your character was in the modern world, what would be their go-to coffee shop order? 3, 2, 1.
Americano, black, hot. For Leo.
Describing a man or
if the shoe and then for Adelaide, for some reason I feel like she'd be a matcha girl, but like a specific like hot matcha in a mug, like with the like latte art.
Yeah,
that's what she gives, or an actual hot tea, one of those. She gives tea girl, not coffee girl. Riley would be just espresso. I think just like a full cup of iced espresso and a little bit of milk, just like a little bit.
Wow.
And then she'd be like, it's not strong enough. It's actually not strong.
17 shots of espresso. Her heart's going like this. And she's like, no.
Like, I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. That'd be Riley. I miss her. Man, I miss that girl.
Wow.
I wonder how she's doing. Not well. Not well. I can assure you that. Anyway, what about you?
My main character, Ray, would probably be a black coffee girl. Just like a hot black coffee because she is so used to not having luxuries. I think if you gave her like
A
one of those
frappe.
super sweet, like the Starbucks drinks that make your teeth hurt, you know? They're like
Trevor's go-to
peppermint.
order.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like all the fruit and like 7 puffs of sugar. I feel like
She would
she
love
would
it.
have that and be like, my life has changed.
Yeah. 100% agree.
Yeah. She loves sugar. She just is not used to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love that question. Okay. I'm doing some beta reading at the moment, and it got me wondering, what do you think are some of your strengths when beta reading? Margot said she's very strong on logic and identifying plot holes, for instance. That's great, because we need beta readers that can do that.
Yeah.
What are your strengths, Taylor?
I think I am the type of beta reader you want to hype you up. Like, I love reacting, and like I love that, because I know when I'm reading feedback, I also want to see like the good parts of it. But also I think I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other things. I don't know. I think I also do like to poke holes, because I think my brain can scatter in like a bunch of different directions. So I could be like, well, be careful of this, like as like foresight. Like I'm like, oh, well, this could be an issue and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I'm good at the flow. So, like, reading something like it's a book and being like, there needs more connecting tissue here, or this paragraph is too long, it breaks you out of the pacing. Like, I feel like that's the part that I'm good at.
Yeah.
I'll say it right now, I don't know if I am the best at poking holes, because I'm just like, I'll be so in it that I'll be like, yeah, makes sense. Logic jump, I'm
Yeah,
there.
you're very good with like the present.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good with that.
Thanks. I do want to come up here for a second. She doesn't do many commissions anymore, but she knows quite a few character artists. More of a gift artist. Once money's attached, I get stuck, unfortunately. I feel like you're not alone in that. I feel like a lot of artists just want to do art first. My dear wonderful sister had a question. Does anyone remember Music of the Dolphins, the children's book, where the writing changes as the girl's developmental understanding grows? Because that seems like a fun challenge. I do remember this book. The book was traumatizing personally, but the writing I do recall, where she's like a little kid and she gets, this sounds so terrifying. She gets like abandoned, like her whole village like leaves her behind. So she grows up on her own, and then later like finds people again. It's a little bit Tarzan like that. And so she starts out like not really being like a child, because she is, and then her like writing style gets more intricate as she grows up. It's kind of interesting. I feel like that would be really hard to do.
Yeah, it would. It does seem like a fun writing challenge, though.
Yeah. I am so done with writing challenges, though.
Writing a book is already hard.
Yeah. Whoever said that earlier, writing a book is already so freaking hard, you know? You know? What is one thing you like about your main character and one thing you don't like about them?
One thing I do like about them and one thing I don't like about them. We're talking about Adelaide?
Yeah.
You go first. I gotta think about it. Writing is the
challenge. My main character, Ray, I love that she is resilient. Like, she will be knocked down. You know, people are like, you get knocked down, you get back up again. She'd be like knocked down 99 times and still get up. Like, she is a fighter who will persevere, and I love that about her. One thing I don't like about her is that she doesn't always think for herself. She will do what she's told just to maintain the status quo.
I was gonna say, like, appease loyalty even.
Yeah. She's like, this is the way things always have been, and I don't want to mess with that, so I'm not gonna do anything different.
Yeah.
Do you have time to answer?
I was gonna say, I lost it. He's coming in. You fill time, I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Jumping real quick to the next question, which is which Harry Potter house are you in? I am a proud Gryffindor. We don't necessarily support she who shall not be named anymore, but I am still a Gryffindor at heart. I don't know what Taylor's is. She gives Slytherin energy, but also a little bit of Hufflepuff energy, but also a little bit of Ravenclaw energy. I don't know. Drop your thoughts in the chat. I'm thinking she's probably a Slytherin.
What are you?
I'm a Gryffindor.
I'm a Slytherin.
There you go. See?
Besties. Okay, so I did remember my answers. Okay, so I would say I really like about Adelaide, specifically when she's blue. If you don't know, then you don't know, but if you know, you know. And she's very caring, I would say, and very considerate and like aware that her status is like a privilege. But I would say something I also don't like about her is that she doesn't realize, I think, how much privilege she actually has.
Yeah.
And then she gets kind of knocked down a peg or 12 and then realizes like, oh, but it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Like the way she kind of perceives the world a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's almost like this, like how you're saying Ray is like strong and like stands back up. I feel like hers is almost arrogance sometimes where she's like, no, I can get this done. But it's like, actually, honey, like we need development. We need foresight. We can't just jump into a plan that you came up with and think it's going to work because it's going to work, if that makes sense. But
it's the false confidence that she gives.
Yeah, exactly. That she grew up
with. I am a princess, so I can do this thing.
I can do it.
Like, all right, you can try.
But at the same time, like I think people who are of lesser status, she understands the gap and like does her best, but like it's still, yeah, it's still there. Anyway, I like the discussion about that. Yeah, must be wild.
And we're not going to explain. So you all better read Taylor's book. Anyway.
Thank you, marketing.
Thank you, marketing.
Thank you, marketing department.
Okay, one last question before we jump into our next sprint. Do you think there's a difference between beta readers and critique partners, or are they used interchangeably?
I think in my head, I refer to everybody kind of as like a beta reader, but I guess there is a distinction in my head. Like for me, you're my critique partner, where it's like we sit down, we talk through things, like we're hashing it out together. And it's like, I kind of do need you to hold my hand as we go through this so that I can like
we hold each other's hands.
And then it's like, but I think also it's a different level of responsibility for a critique partner. It's like kind of this expectation of like, you're going to be there for me. And then for me, I'm going to be there for you. And like, that's like an expectation almost unsaid between us, but we just, you know what I'm saying? But for a beta reader, I think my expectation is for them to read it and tell me how they've interpreted things and then answer my questions. And then if I have more questions for them, I'll ask. But for the most part, it's pretty much like, thank you for your time. I appreciate it so much for your insight and stuff. And like, you are relieved. You know what I mean? And then I move forward with my critique partner. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. No, totally agree. I think that people, you know, on AuthorTube use them all pretty much interchangeably, but there is a difference. Like Taylor started as my alpha reader, a writing friend who read my work as I was writing it, just to hype me up.
Chapter by chapter.
Yeah. And then a beta reader is more that person who you've completed your draft or a part of your draft and you want direct feedback. And then like Taylor said, when they're done type of thing. And then the critique partner is someone that you're actively like in the weeds with, I would say.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can have beta readers at more than one phase. So like for each draft, you might have another round of beta readers or whatever. And then when your book is done and you're like indie publishing,
then you get
an ARC reader would be like, this book is done. I am not changing things. Tell me what you think. So yeah, I feel like we use them interchangeably, but they're not.
They each have a different purpose, I would say.
Yeah. And each a very distinct and useful purpose. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be, man. I don't
You
know.
were you were so in the flow last
I
time.
know, but now we're talking, and like I like talking, so
I like talking to you too, but
yeah,
gotta write books.
I can do it. I'm kind of intrigued by the whole fact that I'm going backwards. I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah,
like interesting. It
it's a
makes me
little
want to go
weird.
back and be like, let's keep doing it. Like, I don't know. This is weird.
Okay, let's do it. All
Yeah.
right, everybody. We are doing our last 30-minute sprint.
Whoa.
Get
Whoa.
some work done. I've started the clock. That means that there's no excuse, and now you have to do it. We will see you in 30 minutes.
Bye.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, mother trucker.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Heyo. Language alert. Hey.
How'd you do?
I did it all except one note that I was a little confused about, so I was going to ask you about it, but I just reread it and I think I've figured out what I need to do. So
Okay.
I was confused. I just needed, I think, help sorting it out, but I think I figured it out. And then
So you're telling me that you just revised 3 chapters in an hour's worth of sprint time.
I mean, technically it was like 2 and 1 note. But yeah.
That's pretty good, Taylor.
We'll see if it's good, but I did fix the things potentially.
Wow. Good for you.
Thank you. How did you do? Oh my god, my stomach is growling so loud. Please ignore. Please ignore. I need to eat.
I went and got a cookie so that I could have a little snicky snacks.
Tea.
I did good. I did a lot of things on that sprint. So like I went and let my dogs out and like moved my laundry to the dryer, like random stuff, right?
Right.
But then I came back, I did some more reading in your book so that I could get tomorrow's stuff done ahead. Yeah. And then I was back in my outline and I was going through I'm calling it my revision checklist, but it's not really a checklist. It's like a list of things I want to keep in mind for the next draft. And I was kind of going through that and taking out things that I don't think apply anymore and adding in some things that I've been thinking about. And then with all of that in my brain, went back to the chapter by chapter outline, which I saw you just appeared in because you just opened it up on your end. Google Doc. And worked a little bit there to kind of flesh out the scene that I'm having trouble with. So
is it our problem child?
Is it what?
Is it our problem child still? Yeah, 39.
I need something to connect it to the next scene. And I'm not sure what, I know what that something needs to be, but not the specifics. So I was going to brainstorm with you one more time.
T. Yeah. Live brainstorming. Just kidding.
At the end of the book, no.
Yeah, I know.
How did everybody else do? Let's see. Christian did 575. Nice. Very nice in 30 minutes. Still trying to figure out the best way to clean the wood in our new to us 1924 Craftsman collecting info.
Whoa.
That's exciting. 512 words, not as hard as I thought. You love it. You love it when it's not as hard. I added 481. I'm writing my first ever kiss scene, but I missed my more mature whip. I feel like the thoughts are more filtered here. That's fair. Yeah, writing young adult, or I guess I don't know if this is young adult or not, but like writing younger, sometimes when you are older, you have to adjust exactly how things are done. I'm making Taylor do that a little bit in her revision.
I literally commented back and I was like, boo.
Yeah, sometimes I don't want to assume a younger reader is not smart because I think young adult readers are very smart, but sometimes you have to clarify the action instead of assuming they're going to know what's happening. What? Ian is finally revising book 1. Whoa. Enjoying the more recent books more, but that makes sense, but we get better as we go. Well, for sure. You have written, how many are you on? 5?
Like a dozen.
More?
In my head, it's like a dozen.
I don't know. Ian, you've written so many books at this point that of course the first one is going to be your worst one because you've written so many books.
The one's better, yeah.
Yeah, you've learned so much, and now you get to revise it and make it the best one. I love that. So 7 so far. Okay, so between 5 and 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we head out, I want to do something we don't normally do. Don't get panicked. Why did your eyebrows do that?
What is it?
Well, I'm about to tell you and chat at the same time.
Okay, well tell.
I would love if everybody could tell us what the goal is for you in your writing in the next week until we see you again for next Monday. Goose says hi.
Goose! Hi, bestie.
Taylor's here?
Hi, Goose.
Oh, and now Digby wants to say
Digby.
everybody's here. Okay. Yes, tell me, until we meet again here on the internet on Monday, what is something that you want to accomplish in your own writing?
I was like, let me look at my checklist. What day is that? The 2nd?
Yes.
Okay, I will have to be done with that day up to 27.
Okay. Is that your plan? You don't want to get ahead?
That's the minimum. Can't that be the
That's the
minimum?
minimum. What do you want?
I want to be done, but that's not happening.
And how do you want to feel next Monday?
Well, next Monday, I have to take Trevor to the airport at 4 a.m. and drive an hour and a half back. So I'm going to be dead inside next Monday. So I would just like to feel even a little bit capable.
Okay. I respect
What about
that.
you?
I want to be done with my chapter by chapter outline, and I want to have started or be starting my draft 4.
I think we can do that.
I think so too. Yeah.
I feel great. I feel really confident in you. I feel like I feel like we could do this, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that can be a thing.
We got this.
Also, not writing related, but kind of. I want to post another YouTube video before I see you guys.
I would also love that. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
I love that for you.
I also have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. We'll see what I feel
Writing vlog.
Maybe.
It's been forever since you've done a writing vlog.
Yeah, because I haven't wanted to.
I know. Because November killed you. Yeah,
it did. It really did. I posted enough in November. If you want a writing vlog for me, just rewatch the month. All right, there's 30 of them waiting there for you.
No. I want new content.
I don't have anything to say anymore.
You have nothing. You just yapped with me for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, we're hanging out.
Okay, I'm going to real quick run through what everyone wants to accomplish this week, okay?
Please.
And I will be taking notes, so you all better come next week and I'm not going to take notes.
Remember it all.
So you take note of your own goals.
Yeah, everybody write it down somewhere in your draft.
Yeah. Charlotte wants to backtrack, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Backpack a little bit. To revise a specific plot point that I've been putting off for a while before I move on with the rest of the draft. You can do it, girl. Get to 32,000 by the end of this weekend. Ooh, love it. Finish book 1. Homie, didn't you start today? Ian, take a breath.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Deep breath in, deep breath out, everybody.
Yeah. I love that for you, but also take a breath. Not writing, but I want to be filming videos again and uploading. Yes, channel on hiatus due to moving homes and studio space. I hear that. I've been on hiatus for 2 months because I wanted to. Goal 30K at least, yes, so I can get to the more unchanged bits. I'm itching to write book 2, but you can't. I get it. 30K, you can do it. Get back to writing at least 1 hour a day. Totally doable. You can do it.
30-minute sprints.
Yeah.
You can throw them in there wherever.
Or 15s even. What is 15 minutes? It's nothing,
Yeah. Yeah.
Finish the scene before I head on holiday. Love. Congrats, everyone, on showing up today.
Writing with us.
We'll check in on Monday. I'm very excited to see you all next week. Same time, same place. Same time, Taylor? Will you be back from the airport? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be in for work, so.
Maybe you call out of work that day.
I can't.
Have you ever called out of work?
When I went to California.
That was ahead of time.
When I went to California in December, but no, I've never called out of work.
Y'all. Okay. We love you guys. We are going to see you next